doing out there? I just wanted to come and do a live for you guys on today and just say hi. How are y'all doing? And just, encourage you on today, young women. Encourage you, just to live life to its fullest potential. If there's something out there that you want in life, go get it. Don't sit down and just be pondering and wondering and like, do I really want, first of all, you need to put God ahead of your life and ask him to help you. Help you with whatever decision that you are trying to make, and just sit back and let God do the work, okay? um Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things will be added onto you. So go ahead and seek God's face, and live for him and do the right thing and watch him work, okay? That is my thing on today. I want you to watch him work. Watch his handiwork. Listen, God has truly been working in my life, and I'm so excited, and just letting him make me and mold me into what he wants me to be, and just leaving my life in his hands, and letting him make every decision that I make. Let him make the decisions. Let him have the final say. You know, so many times we try to do things on our own, and we try to make decisions on our own without the help of God. But listen, when you let him in, he takes over and he does the work. And that's what he wants us to do. He wants us to just let him take over and do the work. I hope that each and every one of you are having a great day on today. Now, I need y'all to join me on these lives, okay? I need you all to come in here and be encouraged. And you know what? If you have that business out there that you are working on, you know what? And it's moving slow, listen, God has everything in control. So you just keep putting in the work. You keep watering that seed and watch it grow, okay? So let God grow it for you. You know, we have to just sit back and let God do it, but we also have to put in the work, because if we're not working towards anything, it's not going to happen. First, you have to go get that seed, you have to plant that seed, and you have to water that seed. So that means go get that business, be like, listen, I got the name, I'm going to open it, and if you don't know how to do a logo, you get online, find someone who does know how to do a logo. Let them do you a logo, which I can do. You know, I do logos as well. So if you need a logo, listen, I can help you out with that myself. But because I went to school and all of that, I'm sorry my camera's shaky, but yes. So let the Lord open those doors, make the way out of no way, and trust Him. Trust Him in the midst of everything. That is one of the things we have to learn how to do, is trust him in everything that we do, and don't give up. Don't give up. Trust him, lean, depend on him, and watch him work. I am living proof. God is absolutely amazing, and he will open up doors that no man can shut, you know? And so, like I said, you get that seed, you plant it, and you start watering it, and you watch it grow. It's just like a plant, you know. You water your business, you know, and you watering it by working on it every day, and some days, like, listen, on the weekends, honey, I might not be watering nothing, okay? But you're putting in that work throughout the week. And so God is going to go ahead and help you water that thing. But you have to be willing and say, Lord, I'm going to do this on today. You can't be just, okay, I'm going to do it sometimes here and there. Because what would happen to your plant if you water it sometimes? It's going down. It's going to turn brown. It's going to turn colors. It's not going to survive, because you're not putting in the work. You're not watering it. Listen, let me tell you what happened to my plants. Listen, there was a plant that I found was sitting by the garbage. Somebody didn't want it no more. So I took that plant. You know what I did? I took care of the plant. It had probably 2 or 3 plants on it, okay? So I took it and I said, I'm going to water this plant every Monday. Every Monday. And you know what? I took that plant and watered that plant every Monday, and it started to grow. It was blooming so till the leaves had stretched all the way across uh my island that I had in my house. It grew so, I've never had a plant to grow like that ever. Somebody threw it away on the side of the trash can. And I was like, listen, there's life in this plant still because it has leaves still on it. And I took that plant, nourished it back to health, and it grew for me. And I talked to it. I did. I was like, grow for me, you know? And they do tell you to talk to your plants. So I did just that. I would talk to it, water it, but a storm came through. Oh my goodness. A storm came through, and a few years later, after my plant then bloomed and got really, really big and beautiful, just the leaves just falling down. I mean, you have to put something up there to hold it because the leaves were so long. Like it was like, I'm blooming for you. I'm blooming for you, mama. Okay. Listen, that's the way I talk to my plants. Don't talk about me. But you have to water things. Water your business like that. Okay. If you don't water, it's gonna die. So make sure that you are watering your plants, your you know what I mean, your business. But so like I said, a storm came through, and this storm was so bad, we had no electricity. We had none of that. It was just crazy. And you know what? I forgot about my plants because I was so worried about my life and my children's lives and everything else that my plants suffered. They suffered. And still wasn't thinking about my plants. I'm trying to survive, trying to make it. So we end up going over to my my daughter's house, her apartment. And we all camped out there because it was so cold, and there was no way we could get electricity. And people ended up passing away even during that time as well. So we all huddled up in a bed with coats on, blankets, all of that stuff, trying to stay warm during this bad winter season we had down in Texas. It was so bad, like I said, it took some people out. And so I didn't even think about my planet. It hurt my feelings. It hurt my heart because I had spent all them years taking care of that plant and grooming it and getting it to where it needed to be. And but I was just thankful to be alive. Like I thank God that me and my family are alive. We made it through, you know. But like I said, and then a little boy, they left him in his room, and he didn't make it. It's like, come on, we have to have common sense when it comes to stuff. Listen, we all huddled up in a bed. Now my daughter, my other daughter, she said, I'm sleeping in my car. I'm staying outside in my car, and I'm just gonna have the heater on. I don't know how she did that. It was so cold outside. But she did it, and the Lord let her survive through that. I was like, you didn't sleep here with us? She was like, no. I went outside in my car and I just turned the heat on and turned it off and turned it on and turned. I said, whoa, God really spared her life as well, because just think if she didn't wake up and turn that heat on, Not unless she just let it stay on for a while. I don't know, but she did say she had her heat on. But I'm telling you, if we don't water our businesses, like watering a plant or a seed, honey, it's not going to grow. It's not going to make it. Don't get discouraged. Don't get mad. Even when it don't seem like it's working. It's working. Believe me, it's working. Because with your consistency, getting up every morning, going to your office, even if it's in your house, God honors that. He honors that. So don't give up on your business on today. Don't give up on life. Don't give up on nothing that God gave you. If he gave it to you, it's yours. Believe that it's yours, and he will not leave you nor forsake you. So trust him on today. Believe him on today. And live the life that he told you to live. I'm telling you, when I first walked up in our trailer, we was in a trailer and that's why it was so cold. And I was like, I'm not staying in here. It's too cold. And so we had I went back into the trailer after all of the storm was over and all of that, and my poor babies were dead. My plants were gone. Gone. It hurt my heart because I had um been growing them for so many years. Like, and now they're gone? Oh my goodness, it hurt my heart. But that's what I'm saying. Like, don't let nothing come in to distract you. Don't let nothing come in to destroy your business, and especially don't let nothing come in and distract you from God. You have to continue in Him and live the life that He told you to live. You have to be what He told you to be, you know? Stop focusing on things that are unnecessary. All these distractions, distraction over here, distraction over there. Look forward, straight forward to God and live the life that He told you to live. And be happy and trust Him and lean on Him. Because, listen, time is short, time is winding up, and we don't want to be laying down wishing that we did this and wishing that we did that. So if you have a gift out there, use your gift. God gives us all a gift. We just have to tap into it. We just have to find out what it is. I have a gift. My gift is painting. My gift is, art. You can use that to the glory of God. Whatever gift you have, use it to the glory of God and watch and run with it and watch Him take it on forward for you. He will do it. There's times I've been asking God for years, like, Lord, help me to find something in art that is unique that I really haven't seen anybody doing. I want something different. I want something unique. And so God gave it to me finally after some years. And you know what? Our timing is not God timing. So we need to know that on today, that our timing is not God's timing. We have to wait on Him and we have to trust Him that He's going to come through. And He came through. And it's like, now that God has came through, what am I going to do? I have what He told me to do, but I'm like, I'm still trying to see God, like, Lord, you help me finish this thing. And when He gets ready to do it, it's gonna be done, and it's gonna be off the chain. It's gonna be awesome, awesome because He did it, and it's to the glory of God. Whatever we do should be to the glory of God, and not only for ourselves. So I want you today to place your business in the Lord's hands. First, place your life there. Give Him your whole life. Live the life that He told you to live and be for real about it. Be real with Him and seek His face daily. Pray daily and watch Him work. Watch Him work. Watch Him work in your life. Watch Him work in your business. Watch Him work in just changing you and making you whole and making you who He wants you to be. That is something to be so excited about. The change in your life, the change that God is making in you. He is making you and molding you into what He would have you to be. Don't pretend with God. Be real with God. Be for real. I know y'all like this background. Look at the background. It's just the snowy, just listen, this is just a background. It's not my background, okay? But I thought it would be cool to have something back there like this. Like, I just love snow falling. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I was in Texas, I was enjoying that weather. The weather in Texas was like, it would snow, but it wouldn't last. Okay? It would not last. It's like, it would snow and it would not stick, even that day. But now that we're in Oklahoma City, honey, it will snow and it will stick. And it's like, you can go play in the snow. You can go build a snowman, but I'm telling you, in Texas, you ain't building no snowman, honey. You ain't building no snowman because it's not gonna stick for you. It's not. You might get a few snowballs out of it and have a snowball fight or something like that, but you're not finna build a whole snowman in Texas. Not where we was at. You not. So I'm just excited on today and glad that you are joining me on today. And listen, I don't care if nobody has really joined me on live, but if you do, go ahead and hit me up a like, okay? Let the algorithm know that you are enjoying this on today. This great encouragement on today. Go ahead and shoot up me a like, okay? Because you know what? God is good. He loves you on today. And I want you to remember that. If you don't remember nothing else, remember God loves you. And He's taking care of you each and every day. Every day that you are up and you are breathing, God wakes you up. He loves you. Even if you pass away, He loves you. Because listen, when we leave our bodies, we're going to be with Him. We're going to spend time with Him. We're going to go and shout and praise God every day. But I'm just so excited that He let breath be back into my body. You know, I was able to breathe again. And like I said, I just want to be ready when He calls me home. You know, I want to be ready and all of that. So, I mean, it's time to work while it is day, because He said when night falls, no man can work. If y'all know what that means when you lay down your eyes and that's it. You can't work anymore. You can't work anymore. You have to work while it is day, while you're up, while you're alive, while there's blood still in your veins. You have to work. That means doing the will of God. That means getting into His Word. That means praying daily. That means spending time with Him. That means having a relationship with Him. That means just being in His presence and letting His Spirit in. Okay? Because we can't do anything without the Spirit of God. We can't do anything without His presence. We can't do anything without His Spirit being in us. So I love you guys on today, and I'm trying to continue to stay on this live with y'all, but I want y'all to join me. Now, I be on my other channel. I do lives. I started doing lives, and they join me over there now. And they love it. They love the encouraging words. Even if you are a male on here, I pray that you really seek God's face and let Him work on you. You know, I know a lot of y'all black men didn't have y'all fathers in y'all's lives. But you know what? You can make a whole difference by being in your own child's life. You can be like, listen, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like my daddy. You know, even us women, we didn't have our fathers in our lives. I didn't have my father. The only thing I seen was a picture of my father. That's the only thing I seen of him. He wasn't there. And then there's a point where he don't even want to be found. So nobody, even the family, doesn't know where he is. But, you know, and like I said in my own life, I said, Lord, I want to be different. I was raised up with cussing. I was raised up with my mom drinking, my stepdad drinking. I was raised up with all of that. But you know what? I made a point to my own self that, Lord, I don't want to be like that. I want to be everything that you want me to be. I want to live a different life. I don't want to have liquor in my system. I don't want anything that's going to alter my spirit. I don't want none of that. So it's a choice. Yes, I could have blamed them and said, okay, I'm like this for them, because of them. But my choice was to go a whole separate way and to live the life that God said live. And I'm so happy that my sister, she's the one that was reading her Bible and praying and doing all of this, because I wasn't. And I didn't really like when she did it. I was like, why are you reading the Bible? Why are you doing this? Why are you, you know? But God had a plan for my life. And He was like, listen. And so I had to buckle down and just do what He said do. But I'm so glad I did, because I could have been out there doing the same thing that my parent did, you know, drinking, smoking, doing all that. But I didn't do that. I went a whole different way. So you have a choice in life to make. Do you want to live the life that your parent lived, or do you want to live the life that God told you to live and be peaceful and be happy, you know? And life ain't always happy. Stuff goes on. Things happen. But we have choices in life in which way that we should go. But that's why we lean and we depend on God. We have a relationship with Him, and so He can lead us in the right direction in which way to go. I'm so excited to be bringing you this today, because so many people out there, they just use an excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. This happened, that happened, this happened. No. You know, you have choices. You have to make the right choice, and that's where God comes in. Let Him help you with that. Lord, help me, you know? Because, like I said, you fathers, you dads out there, your children need you. They need you. The girls need you. The sons need you. They need you in their lives so you can lead and direct them in the right way. And if you don't know the way, then you ask God to show you the way. Put him the head of your life and live the life that he told you to live, and then ask him to help you to be the parent that you should be for your children. It's time out for excuses. I'm living proof that it's time out for excuses. Because I had people tell me, you're going to grow up and be just like your mom. You're going to grow up and be just like your stepdad. But I didn't choose that way. I told myself that I don't ever want to drink because of what I saw them go through, what they've been through, what they were doing. So that deterred me. That made me want to go a different way. I didn't want to cuss my children out. I didn't want to, be like that toward them. And I also hugged them and said, I love y'all. That's one of the things that I didn't get until I got grown. My mom did. She started saying, I love you, and started hugging me. Children need that when they're growing up so they can show love out there in the world, how to love. So, hold on, y'all. But I just want y'all to know that God is good and we need to give everything over to him. Our whole lives. I did have a background going on and I didn't want that commercial to come on. So that's why I kind of moved. But I want you to know that you can do anything that you put your mind to. Any and everything that you put your mind on to. Okay? So love on God and let him love on you. And I just want to encourage you men out there as well, not just the women, but you men need encouragement as well. You have some good men out there. I would never say that every man cheats. There's some women that think every man cheats. Listen, if you believe that there's good men out there, I want you to give me a like, give me a thumbs up. And it's not for me, it's because I'm telling the truth. It's because I'm telling the truth. If you're one of those that believe every man cheats, something is wrong. You must have never had a good man in your life, ever. There's some good Christian loving men out here that love their wives and they will not cheat on their wives. They will not even be paying attention to another woman because listen, if they have the fear of God and they're truly living for God, then they won't do the wrong thing. They will live the right life that God told them to live. So, I mean, they got these statistics and all of this stuff. But like I said, we all have choices in life. I don't believe that because one person is bad, that another person is bad because of this or because of that. We have to look at individuals the way they are and not be putting everybody in a box because everybody shouldn't go in that box. All the excuses, just excuses, you know. And so, like I said, I'm just happy on today for another sunshiny day. Listen, it's really cold out. It's cold outside, but the sun is shining, but it's cold. I talked to my husband earlier. He's like, it's cold out here. I was like, it's cold. He said, I didn't even put a hat on or nothing. Like, he said, it is 30 something degrees. I'm like, are you for real? Like, because I haven't been outside. But listen, man, I want y'all to know as well that you can live the life that God told you to live, that you can be just absolute great fathers for your children, and also be mentors. If you have raised your children, be a mentor. Help those that don't have dads in their lives. Because you can raise a young man up just by being there for them. They have that mentorship and they be like, listen, I didn't have my dad in my life, but I had a mentor in my life. Somebody that I can look up to, that I can call on the phone if I need help. So if you are a man and you've grown, your children have grown up and all of that, and you just want to help another child, just help another child out there. Be their mentor. You know, even if your children are still growing up and you're a good father, you know, and you see a child out there, they don't have their dad, be a mentor, you know, for them. Even women, we can also do the same thing. You know, little young ladies and stuff, teach them how to be young ladies and, you know, all of that. You know, they might not have their dad or they might not have their mom, you know. We are all in this thing together and we all should help one another, okay? It takes a village to raise a child. And so we are that village. We are that village. If we want our world to get better, we have to be there for our children, for the next generation. Okay? We have to pray for them. We have to live the life that God told us to live before them so they can grow up and be productive citizens and live the life that God told them to live. Okay? So yeah, so I'm just excited and happy on today about this. I mean, I feel like God is giving me stuff as I go. He's just giving me stuff. Like I said, if you like the message, I mean, this is truth. This is real. This is like, because like I said, I could have done some things that wasn't pleasing. I could have went the wrong route, but God didn't let that happen. He didn't let it happen. And I'm just so glad that I did have enough sense to be like, listen, I don't want to do all those things. I want to do the right thing in life. I want to be something in life. I want to better myself. You know what I'm saying? Get out of poverty, not want to stay like that. You know, because like I was in poverty as a child. You know, my mom was, you know, food stamps, stuff like that. But if you don't want to stay there, you don't have to. You don't have to. Okay? But you have to want more for your life. You have to want more. You want to be somebody. You want to help somebody. And that's one of the things that I always been like. I want to help anybody that I can. When God starts sharing down these blessings, listen, all of these blessings are not just for me, but they're to help somebody else as well. Even when we go through trials, we go through tribulations, we go through things. Listen, a lot of this stuff is not just for us. It's because God is getting the glory out of our lives, and He wants to show the world, listen, this is what I'm doing. And I can also do it for you as well. So He's good like that. Yeah, but if you, like I said, a good dad, be a mentor. Help somebody else that didn't have their dad in their life. And, you know, go to football practice with them. You know, you know, make time for them whenever they need you to talk, just like you talk to your children. Talk to them, you know, and be like, listen, if you need anything, I'll help you. That's what God wants. I love you guys on today, and I pray that you would share this, you know, because I know a lot of people need to see this. That you don't have to be what your past life when you was a child was. Whatever you come from that's not good, you don't have to be that way. I'm living proof. I have never took a drink. I can't say never, because one time, and this don't count, I believe, because I was young. We were young children. We were left alone at my brother's girlfriend's house. We were left alone there. And me and my sister, we did take a few drinks. But I'm telling you, in my adulthood, I've never had a drink. Never. Never had a smoke. Never. I seen what it did to my family. And I don't want it. I didn't want it. You can live the life that you want. You can live the way God told you to live. Just let Him in. I love you, and I'm going to go ahead and end this live. And I pray, like I said, that you will throw up me some likes. Also share the video, because there's some people out there need to hear this message. They need to hear what God is doing on today and how to give their lives over to Him and surrender. And also how to get a business started and to maintain it by watering that seed that you planted. Okay? Blessings.